This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so we're talking about Dame Dash and Jay-Z. He finally talks, okay? He just waited to get onto his platform so he could address this. And Jay-Z stopped him from selling his 1/3, which he's entitled to sell, of Reasonable Doubt. He said, they tried to paint it in documents that I was trying to sell the whole album, which is completely false. I'm entitled to sell my 1/3. I own 1/3 of the album, and I want to sell it as an NFT. But they stopped it. Now, Jay-Z really wants to buy his portion. He didn't completely get into that, but Jay-Z didn't agree to what Dame Dash wanted. Dame Dash is mad that these guys are bullying him into not being able to sell his portion of the album, Jay-Z and them. It's like, and that's just undermined. After everything that Dame Dash and Jay-Z grew apart during the time of Rockefeller. And at the end, Jay-Z found a way to get Rockefeller in his own possession, in his own paws. Biggs and Dame Dash built it up from the beginning, got behind Jay-Z. They all made a lot of money. But in the end, Jay-Z wanted it for himself. He didn't like the way Dame did business. Dame's very outspoken, forceful, and gets it done and doesn't take any BS from partners like Def Jam and other distribution companies. I like how he gets down. Now, it could be done a little more tastefully, but Jay-Z felt like, okay, I'm going to get down with these guys and get the company back. So, they all agreed to sell it to Def Jam. Probably all agreed to sell it because the vibe wasn't the same anymore. And then Jay-Z becomes the head of Def Jam and buys it back. Interesting. A very, very weird way to do your friends that you built the company with. Now, Dame Dash just wants to get his third and be out. He doesn't want to deal with this stuff anymore. And I feel him. And the way they're doing him, Jay-Z should just give him what what it's worth. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe pay double for it just to get it. Not everything has to be a shrewd business deal. I feel bad for Dame Dash on this one. Joe Budden seems to be blackballed in a way. People don't like the way he did business. Roaring Mall. They probably that the whole thing with the girl situation that was had a girl on one of the girl podcasts under his network, and he's not pulling the same views. People don't want to really do his platform now. I don't think Academics is going to do that podcast with him anymore. It's just too tainted. Joe Budden lost all his leverage temporarily. He could easily get it back. I'm not counting him out. But he worked so hard to build up the leverage he was at. And you could tell when he did that Adam 22 interview recently, he was talking real spicy, feeling real confident, overly confident. And that can always bite you in the butt. And that's what happened. Things came crashing down. And right now, people won't touch him for a while. And it's a shame because he worked really hard and sacrificed a lot to build his brand up to where it is. Now you have to take a small couple, say you were at step 10, you got to step back to step 6 and then work your way back up to step 10. He will prevail because he doesn't give up and he has enough money to just coast right now, reinvest in himself. I heard Rory talk recently about this, and he said it was more of a personal thing. It wasn't just that one thing. It was a bunch of things that accumulated to this thing where they broke up. This was just the last straw, the whole contract thing. Now, the whole wanting to look at the books thing. He says they were all on board to not take the Spotify deal. I doubt that. I think he's just saying that to think that he had a say in it. I think that Joe Budden didn't want to take that deal. Now, they would have probably, if you're going to own my likeness of what we built in perpetuity, you'd have to be giving me guaranteed retirement money. Where if this doesn't work, I can retire or build something new. sometimes that's the fun in life, building something new. They probably should have taken the Spotify deal. I think it would have, because it's pretty much over as it is. You know, it's taking 2-3 years setback. By the time it gets back to where it was before, who knows? But you know, life is a gamble. Could pay out a lot in the end, or it could dwindle. You never know. Life is a big gamble, man. And Joe Budden's rolling the dice. But Academics is set to appear on Flagrant 2 this week. He's not going to the Joe Budden podcast first, which normally he would. But anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I hope you guys have a great start to your week. I hope you had a great holiday weekend. And let's get back to work this week. I've probably taken the past 5 days kind of light. So it's time to turn back up. I'll see you guys in the morning. Maybe one more video before I go to sleep. You never know. And I'll check you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't even understand.